Rise and shine, beloved. Great grand rising, grand afternoon, grand evening, wherever you are tuning into. Welcome to Spiritual Success TV Live Early Morning Empowerment Gathering. We are diving deep into clarity today so that you are absolutely clear with what you are aligning with. With that being said, let's just take one great, big, deep healing breath in. Exhale and relax. Bring all your heart, your mind, your focus present to this sacred moment, beloved. Sacred moment. Deep breath in. Turn the focus inward to the rich inner life. God, we thank you. And we're here. We're grateful. One more for the power of 3. Deep breath in. Exhale and relax. Beautiful. All right, we're in this beautiful month, and it's all about movement, all about marching forward. Give me a great grand rising. Let me know that you are here. We're so thankful for another day and another opportunity. Let me just throw a happy Monday up on Facebook, and we're going to dive right into our series we're doing on convergence. Our series we're doing on convergence, and today we want to identify clarity. Because what you're going to find, beloved, is that I often say clarity rules. When you can get clear, everything gets easier. Hi, Jewel. Thanks for joining us live. Happy Monday. All right. So as we join together, we want to be so determined that we're going to get great value out of everything that we are saying that we want to have manifest for us, what we want to see. Now, I feel like with this whole series of conversion, Dorita, thanks for joining us live. With this whole series of conversion, I feel such a powerful support to anchor you into being focused, into being clear, and really creating your own timeline. I was sharing with one of my baby daughter over the weekend, and she and my granddaughter were here, and we were just sitting talking. And I just began to talk about some things that's happening in current events, and I don't watch the news at all. But when I'm directed, I take peeks into 3D to see what's going on. And she was not aware of any of the things I was mentioning, and I told her I was so proud of her. Why was I proud? Because she's creating her own timeline. She's creating her own reality. And the more you can do that, beloved, and be fine with the reality that you are creating, that's when your life start becoming more and more powerful without having FOMO, the fear that you're missing out on something. And so and this is how you can tell when you start creating your own timeline, living according to divine imagination and inner guidance from this whole invisible operating system that's happening within, things just don't show up on your timeline. They won't show up in your algorithm. Oh, we're going to just dive deep and talk about some things. So let's look at clarity. So yesterday we started talking about convergence, right? And let me just go back and give you the spiritual definition of convergence that we're working with. And you should have this in your email. I think this one is scheduled to go out this week, right? Let's look at the spiritual definition of convergence. Now, we know that convergence in a conventional sense is all about when two things from opposite directions come together at a focal point, at a midpoint. And so for our purposes, we're talking about our inner and outer workings coming together in a convergence to give us a manifestation or a physical, tangible experience that we want to have in 3D. The reason why we do spiritual and personal development, why we invest in that, is so that our spiritual impacts the physical. That's what we are here for. That's what it's all about. It's allowing all of your spirituality, your divine identity, all the power and authority that we have been given, we're supposed to be impacting the 3D realm. So I feel to just break this up right here, because you are not a victim. We are not victims, and life is not happening to you. And you're not just somebody who's going through life as a victim, as somebody who feels like all this stuff keeps coming and happening to you and you are powerless. That's not who you are. That is not what's happening. Everything that we are as spiritual beings, it makes no sense to be quote unquote saved if you don't have any authority to legislate the laws that govern your life. That's the power and authority that we have been given. So when we look at the spiritual definition of convergence, it's about harmonizing this inner and outer world, right? So what we want to do is take our inner world, this whole invisible operating system, we'll talk more about that, but this whole inner world of your thoughts, your beliefs, your emotions, your spiritual identity, right? We want to take all of that and merge it with practical reality, impacting the physical world. So when we look at that, I want to talk about getting clear today, because clarity is the thing that's going to make everything so much easier. It is kind of like the resting state of the ego mind to be in confusion. Anytime you're in confusion, you don't know what to do, and you're foggy, and you can't see, and you can't think, and you can't hear, you're operating out of the ego mind, the flesh mind, the carnal mind, whatever language works for you, right? So when we talk about clarity, we want to get clear and define what is it that you are aligning with, right? So when we'll talk about this week about the end state, right? When you talk about the end state, where it is that you're going, what you are projecting, where you want to be, when you get clear about that, then you have a focal point of what it is that you are aligning everything with. So I said yesterday, and I had you to write this down, is that you're not becoming anything. You're really reminding yourself of who you already are. You're reminding yourself of what you came here to be, B-E, capital B-E, what you came here to be. And so when we say you're not becoming, you already are, I want you to start reminding yourself, but you have to get clear on your identity. We'll talk about the 5 laws of identity. We'll get into all of that. But for today, I just want you to write in your notes real big, clarity. Clarity, getting clear. And for that, the first step that we do when we get clear is you have to get quiet. You have to get quiet. You have to become still. And when I say still, I'm not saying that you don't move around. Stillness is a state. It's an inner state, right? Just like anxiety is an inner state. You can be in anxiety and nobody may not know, but all the turmoil is happening within, and eventually it shows and reflects and mirrors that outward. But in order to get clear, you have to make a decision to be still, to get quiet, again, without FOMO. Sometimes we are running so hard with the pack, trying to keep up with everybody, trying to please, trying to get the approval of everyone on the outside, trying to get in line. And for many of us, we suffer with good girl syndrome, right? I was the queen of, I'm going to fall in line, I'm going to follow the rules, I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do, all at the expense of negating my higher self, the Holy Spirit, my God self, right? So that's what we don't want to do, right? So we're there. we're clear. You got to get still, got to get quiet. And then you have to listen. You have to really honestly determine if what it is you are aligning with is really coming from your heart, really coming from Holy Spirit's direction, the will of God. Because what 3D is pushing on us, what our cultures, even our religious cultures, try to push on us, might not be what you're here to be in the way that it's being given to you. So when we start talking about the whole unique paradigm, because we're in a whole unique revolution, what you are here to be and to impact the world with may not look like anything anyone else is doing. And you have to be okay with that. So when we talk about clear, we want to get clear on what it is you're aligning with so you know the focal point. So that's where the high 4D divine imagination comes in, because you have to be able to see. You have to have insight. You have to be able to see within. Vision. Be able to see within from another dimension. And see and be good with what you see. So the inner work that has to take place for clarity is that you have to get clear on what you desire and who you are here to be. Because many things, our environment, our associations, our relationships, many of it is not conducive to who you are here to be. It's not serving you. It's working against you. And I don't know about you, but we don't have any more time to lose, because we know time is only relevant here in 3D. But to say that in a different way is, it is too expensive for you to use your energy on things that's not in alignment with who and what you're here to be and do. It's too expensive. And I don't want to spend my resources, my valuable resources, my energy, my emotions, right? My vibrational frequency. I don't want to use that on people, places, situations, and things that's not in agreement and alignment with who I'm here to be, what I'm here to do. And you won't know that until you get clear. So when we speak of clarity, you want to get clear on what you desire and who you're here to be. The outer work then, once you get clear, the doing gets easy. Many times we have the horse by the tail. We're so busy doing that you never be. Be. That's why they call us a human being, right? A spiritual being. We're so busy doing that you're not clear on your being. But when you get clear about your being, who you be, I know it doesn't sound like good English grammar, but when you get clear about your being, the doing gets very easy. And the doing will yield results quicker. And we need to just take a breath and land right there. The doing will take place easier. So to begin to shape your actions, your habits, your decisions to reflect that. So in other words, now, starting today, we want to make sure that we are clear. Number one, we have clarity. What is it that I'm aligning with? Who is it that I'm here to be? What is my spiritual identity? And then we want to start shaping our thoughts, our emotions, our habits, and our actions to line up with that. All right? Take a good healing deep breath in and exhale. All right, lovelies, listen, we're going to do this. Don't forget, this is the first week of the month. We're sowing seed. This month we're working with 3s and we're working with 9s. So however you feel to participate, I'm just going to throw up throw up the slide so that you can see all the different ways you can sow seed. $39, $93, $39.99, $33.33. Get in where you fit in. But we want to sow seed into the word of convergence and the movement that we are doing this entire month, because it's all going to work. And seeds is something that we water, we nurture, and then we're going to get the results. So we're calling it the convergence seed, because we're going to bring and cause all things to come together. All right, lovelies, I'm going to release you with many blessings for the rest of your day, and I'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Eastern. Have a blessed, wonderful, and amazing rest of your day. Bye for now.